morning. Welcome to EMTV. More students than ever, but not enough space. That is the struggle of student sport clubs at the moment. Take Hockey Club Nevertheless, for example. They have to organize training sessions until late in the evening to give as many students as possible a pass.
Ja, ik was toen ik lid wilde worden aan het begin van de vakantie al van plan om hier mezelf in te schrijven. Maar ik wilde eerst de open avonden afwachten. En na de open avonden zaten de inschrijvingen al vol. En toen heb ik een week op de wachtlijst gestaan en toen ben ik gelukkig toch nog toegelaten.
Ja, we stonden allebei op de wachtlijst. We waren te laat. Dus we dachten eigenlijk van, nou, dit wordt hem ook niet. Maar toen hadden we toch geluk dat we er uiteindelijk nog bij konden.
Ja, het is vooral denk ik toch dat je de druk voelt om wel te proberen zoveel mensen toe te laten. En we hebben daardoor ook geschoven in het aantal trainingen dat we hebben. En ja, daardoor spelen wij gewoon echt heel erg laat. We spelen dus elke week tot 11:30.
Wat vind je van het laten trainen?
Ja, ik vind het eigenlijk stiekem best wel fijn. Zo kun je nog met andere mensen van tevoren eten en dan daarna nog sporten. Dus ja, ik vind het niet zo heel erg.
Het maakt eigenlijk niet uit of je nou goed of slecht kan hockeyen. Het is gewoon voor de lol. En het maakt eigenlijk helemaal niet uit. Gewoon lekker bezig zijn.
Ja, precies. De derde helft is eigenlijk het leukst.
More students than ever want to play sports together, as well as having drinks afterwards. That is why many clubs now have a long waiting list for new members. At Tennis Club Passing Shot, there is a list of 250 people. And it's the same story at Erasmus Volley. Last week, we attended one of their matches at Erasmus Sport.
I think that this is my 5th year that I've been playing for Erasmus Volley. I started 5 years ago. But yeah, it's been great actually. So before I moved to Rotterdam, I already played volleyball for approximately 10 years and I really enjoyed that sport. So I didn't really feel like giving that up yet, so I just decided that I wanted to keep playing.
I don't really know any people on the waiting list, but I do know that there's a big waiting list, unfortunately, because there's just too little space for all the people that want to join.
A lot of people didn't get in their first try. I did. I don't know how. Maybe it is luck, but I also I came to multiple practices. I stayed till the end. I had some beers with people who were already there. So I guess I just met the right people at the right way. But most of all, it's just luck, I think.
Yeah, and as lucky as he was, so unlucky are many others. Lack of space means that many clubs have reached their limit. That's why they cannot wait for the brand new sports building to open in March. Here with me in the studio is Donna Smits. You're the chair of Erasmus Volley. So if we look at the new sport complex, 3 large competition halls, 2 training halls and a bigger fitness room. This will all be part of the new complex. Does it already make you happy?
Yeah, it sounds really amazing. We've already seen some footage of how the new sports building is going to look, and it looks really beautiful and so much more spacious than our old building. And we love our old building, but we are really looking forward to moving into the new one.
Yeah, and you already say more spacious. Is that one of the most key things you're looking for?
Yeah, we always have problem with space at our last building. We always want to grow, so it's we're really glad that there will be more training halls in a new sports building.
You have 60 more members than last year, if I'm correct.
Yeah, we have. There were a lot of people who quit last year, so we had more space for new people, and we had a new team for late beginners. Mm-hmm. So that means that we could have had more space than normal years, but we still have a long waiting list.
So there's so much more interest. How do you, as chair of this organization, manage it?
Yeah, it's really hard because we are bound to the sports building and the training halls that we have, and also the days because we share it with a lot of other associations. But we try to look at what space we can have, and if we can have more space, we always try to sign in new teams. So.
Yeah. So this new sports building, it's coming. It's only March till it will open. What are you looking forward to most? What will it bring to you?
No, we're really excited I saw like the new canteen, the new tribunes. It's so much more spacious and new, and you can always switch between games. And now you have to walk a really strange way, so you have like games upstairs and downstairs, and that means that you don't have the whole association cheering for teams. So we hope that won't be there in the other sports building. And that's it, I believe.
Yeah. Well, talking about the new sports building, also here, but virtually present, is John de Ruiter. You're the director of Erasmus Sports. John, things must be going well for you. I think all time slots are fully booked, from morning till night, perhaps?
Slots because of the rules and regulations that changed. But the amount of visitors are good. We're really happy with it. We have had a really struggling period, especially for our members and customers, in which rules were changing all the time. But things are looking up, definitely. And we're not back at the old numbers. But if someone would have told me a year ago that we would be in this position, I would have not believed it.
Yeah. And if they would have told you that, your brand new building is almost going to open, well, it's October, let's say that March is coming close, would you have believed that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're working, small correction, March it will be almost finished, but in July it will be officially finished. But I mean, we're working and lobbying for the new building for 5-6 years already. So for us, it's almost like the building is already finished because it feels already at home on drawings. But yeah, it's getting real now. Every day you see it changing, and we can't wait.
Yeah, and do you think that it will be a remedy for all those waiting lists, for example, at clubs like Erasmus Volley?
It will be a huge remedy for two things. We will have much more activities on campus. We will be able to host more activities on campus, and we will not cancel any contracts with any external locations because it's a weird situation. You know, the waiting list at some clubs are unheard of, and I think that has a lot to do also with post-corona. So we're prepared for anything, and we try to adapt to the situations. A new building, but also a post-pandemic period, which is causing fluctuations at clubs that we've never seen.
No, because as you said, you don't have room for anyone. For example, the water polo players can't do much without the water, and you don't have a swimming pool, so you still need all the external contracts, as you say. The hockey players will be happy, just the same as the rugby players, that they still have a place to go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we're looking very carefully. And by the way, when it comes to water polo, we're renting left, right, and center extra water. And I mean, we're not getting extra fields, so we're just getting extra hall space. So for volley, hockey indoors, korfball, etc., there will be more space. But like I said, we're not giving up the external halls for the moment until things are settling down. So,
and is there also something
in general?
But is there also something you can do for those organizations? Because they also still want to grow, and it must be not the best thing to also reject.
Yeah.
They have to reject students now.
We want them to. Yeah, we want them to grow. For rugby, we're working on getting a second field so they can train extra. Nevertheless, we're working effortlessly with both Victoria, maybe even to create space there instead of only at Leo. Volleyball, well, like you said, I think we're doing a lot to solve the problem. But like I said, it is a weird situation with waiting lists that we've never seen. So we can't solve all the waiting lists, that's for sure.
Okay, and now I have to ask a last question, because Donna here from Erasmus Volley explained that now, because you have an upstairs hall and a downstairs hall, they can never cheer on every team that's playing at the same time. Will that be different for them in the new building?
Yes and no. I mean, the halls are built according to NOC-NSF specs. We would have loved to make one huge hall where we have 8 volleyball courts, but unfortunately that's not allowed. But it's way easier to see into other buildings. The hall, we have 1 hall downstairs and 2 upstairs. So, for example, the traditional Thursday night from volleyball, I could imagine to organize it both upstairs. So, they have their space there and they do what they want on Thursday night and have a blast.
Okay, so Donna, I hear John saying that perhaps in the future you will have the 2 new halls in the new center next to each other, so you will be closer to the other team that's playing. How does that sound to you? Looking forward to it already?
Yeah, that sounds really good. We're super excited for the new sports building. So.
Yeah. And now we have also, of course, discussed the less pleasant aspects of all these new members, but there must also be happier sides to all this new enthusiasm that you're getting in the club. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, we're always really grateful that so many students want to combine sports and fun at our sports associations. And I think that creates a really great atmosphere because same as on Thursday, that's our association night, but also basketball is still playing there and some other sports. So it creates really, really good atmosphere to see all those students playing sports and having fun together while also enjoying a drink sometimes. So it's so great that so many students want to do that, and we're always grateful to have new members and to have the possibility to grow, even though sometimes we can't, but we're always looking for new possibilities.
Yeah. Do you have to play tonight?
No, I don't have to play tonight, but our men's 1 is playing, so I will be cheering them on the tribunes.
Of course. Now, have your fun tonight, and I hope you will also having a lot of fun in the new building. And John, also thank you for joining us virtually. Donna, thank you for being here. And before we end this episode, I would like to show you this video. It's from an RSM student who also happens to be a Tessa. And she shows the difference of outfits for going to campus and for other occasions.
Me when I go literally anywhere.
Hi, Dan. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
Thank you all for watching. EMTV will be back in 2 weeks. Fortunately, you don't have to miss us, because on erasmusmagazine.nl we publish plenty of good stuff in the meantime. See you next time.